Hello guys, and welcome to another first impressions video. I know I did the early impressions video, but that was really only for the gameplay and presentation itself, not really the other modes, since that was really only the demo that they had, the online demo. This is for the whole game itself, since I've been playing it for a little bit, not too much. I have played like a little bit of each mode and kind of saw some of the things that it had to offer, though I will go more in depth into it in a full review. But for now, I'm just going to talk about a little bit of what I've been seeing from the game so far and what my thoughts on it are. But overall, I'm really enjoying the game. This game's really fun. And while it does have some content problems, like it definitely suffers in that area, there definitely isn't enough like stadiums and characters, and I guess gear is fine. I guess the starting amount of gear is fine, but with characters in stadiums, that definitely feels lacking. That's definitely a problem. But I didn't really feel that much. I've only been playing for a couple hours so far, so I can't really judge that yet. Because just until I start feeling that that's a significant problem. I mean, it is a pretty big problem, but right now I'm just kind of engaged with the gameplay and everything, so that might come later. My concerns with that might come a little later, just because I've been enjoying the game so far, enjoying the gameplay and everything. So I just wanted to get into it with a little bit, like, gameplay and everything. I've been getting into the gameplay a little more, getting a little better at it than I was in the demo, and I feel like the gameplay feels really smooth. It feels really intuitive. Like, once you get into it, it might take a little bit of getting used to, but it's just really nice, and it's really satisfying to pull off different combos and different things like that, so that you can kind of pass and create kind of like a little spark to kind of charge up your shot a little bit, kind of like in Mario's, like the other Mario Strikers games, but it definitely feels a little more pronounced here. And like once you get into it, it's definitely more easy to kind of get into it once you've already learned the controls and everything. But it is a little hard to get into at first, because there are a lot of controls, and it might take a little bit to get used to it and everything. But overall, once you get used to the gameplay, it's really fun, and it's really engaging, and like even with the weird 2v2 mode, like even if you get engaged in that and everything, it could still be pretty fun. So just the gameplay overall is great. The presentation is great, like with the animations and everything. I know we've seen them in the trailers and like in the demo and everything, but seeing them in the game and seeing even more of them, like for the cup battles and everything, is really nice. And that's definitely has that next level games quality to it. Despite this game lacking in content and having issues on that end, I'm glad there at least is polish in the game and everything. So the next thing I wanted to go into is the cup battles. I've only played a couple of them so far, but overall, I think it's good. The difficulty is definitely, like with the CPUs and everything, is definitely pretty good. I know it's definitely better than Mario Golf, but let's be honest, Mario Golf is a pretty low bar. But it was like overall, I feel like the difficulty curve was pretty good, because it definitely got harder towards like the later matches of each of the the cups and everything. So I do think there could be more of them. It would be nice if there were more cups and everything, but I've played 2 so far, and I think they're pretty good. Definitely a little bit frustrating and difficult if you're not really used to Mario Strikers and everything, because I was having a little bit of trouble the first time I played a cup battle. Even though I've played the other Mario Strikers games, I got used to the gameplay a little bit. Still does take some getting used to and everything, and it definitely is a little more difficult, compared to other things, or other Mario spin-offs. And like I would definitely say it's kind of comparable to the other ones in the series, but I really like how they had like the layout and everything the whole UI in this game in general is really nice. It definitely reminds me of the older games a little bit, but it definitely has like a little more modern styles to it. It definitely feels a little more modern, but still has that energy that the older ones had, and I really like it. And the next thing, I didn't go too in-depth with this, but the Strikers clubs are really nice. I really like how you can customize like all these different features, like from the obviously like the jersey, the colors, and different things like that, and your main characters, and then the different things on the stadiums, like the goalposts and the various elements on it, and like the turf and the different things, and basically the size of it and everything. And it's really nice. I really like that option. I really like all of the customization options. That's really nice. There could definitely be more. Like, I definitely have a problem with the content. Like, I wasn't gonna go too in-depth with it, but so far, I would say that there could definitely be more. There can definitely be more options and different things, and it's too bad that they're not really having those options at launch, even though there are some. I definitely think there could be more to kind of, like, actually keep people engaged, because I know there's the argument that free updates keep players engaged, but like having a lot of content at launch will keep players engaged, because a lot of people will quickly drop off of a game. I don't think they'll drop off of this game due to the engaging gameplay and a lot of people enjoying this, but with other games like Mario Golf, where it's not as popular, people will drop off of it really quickly because of the lack of content and everything. So it's kind of unfortunate that this game suffers from that. Though I do hope they add more. I do hope it's more fleshed out, and it's not as lackluster, but I have had a really good experience with this game. I would definitely say it's one of my favorite Mario sports games in years. Like, I would definitely say in the past 10 years, it's like one of the best Mario sports games. So far, I would say maybe it slightly edges the original, in my opinion, because of the gameplay. I definitely feel like the gameplay is a little more in-depth. I wouldn't say it's as good as Charged so far. Charged was excellent. It had a lot of content and everything. I would say the gameplay in Battle League is better than Charged, because I just feel like it's more streamlined, and there's a little more kind of competitiveness to it. One concern about like a lot of the stadiums and everything is like the gimmicks. Personally, I don't really care for the gimmicks too much. Like, I know some people like them, but they were a little controversial when they were added to Charged. But I feel like it would have been good if they had the option to turn them on, like for the people who do like gimmicks. Like, I feel like that's kind of a split thing for people who like Mario Strikers. Like, you either are okay with the gimmicks, like the gimmicks, or don't like the gimmicks. I don't really like the gimmicks that much, because I feel like it interrupts the gameplay too much. But I can see why people like it. I can see why it's engaging, and it makes each of the stadiums have more personality. But it would have been nice if they did have like a toggle or something to turn them on, because this is a more competitive game and everything, so it would have been nice to at least have the option to have them. But I feel a little more indifferent on that subject. But I'm enjoying the game so far. I think it's pretty fun. The gameplay is excellent. It could use more content though, but I've been definitely enjoying this game so far, and I wouldn't say I recommend it yet, but I will say that in my full review if I recommend it or not. So just stay tuned for that. That will be coming not too long from now, just when I kind of play through more of the game, unlock more of the things in the Strikers Club and everything. So anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more, and make sure to check out my Discord server and Twitter if you want to. Goodbye.